My name's Deborah Chang, and I'm running for Assembly because I want to try to bridge the rural-urban divide that's so polarizing our state and the nation as a whole. Now, this may sound a little strange coming from a Democrat who spent most of her life in coastal cities or suburbs, but I chose to live here for the scenic views, the open spaces, the affordable cost of living, and the quieter, more community-based way of life available here. And like other rural residents, I can be frustrated by how urban elected officials at times exhibit an air of arrogance, assuming they know better what is best for us in rural communities, or they completely ignore us because they think they don't need us to get elected. What many leaders in the Democratic Party don't realize is that rural voters share much of the same interests as urban voters. Our politics have spent too much time looking at whether policies are to the right or left, when they should be focusing on whether they help the top, middle, or bottom of our citizens. Rural people want the government to help families and small businesses, not just make a few people at the top richer. Climate change, education, healthcare, immigration, technology, jobs, and naturally food and agricultural policies are all important concerns for rural voters. Rural voters want our children to have a decent shot at living a life equal to, if not better than ours. But far too often, Democrats have stopped showing up in rural communities, so we've lost touch with what matters most to people out here. I want to change that with my campaign. Our rural communities are facing a decline in the number of people living and working in them and who pay taxes for our public services. This can change with the help of policies that enable more families to put down roots in places where the cost of living is affordable, and when the community opens its doors to entrepreneurs and other pioneers, people who can bring clean energy, eco-friendly products, tech jobs, and other innovations to our small towns. Democrats sometimes have a tendency to tell rural communities what they think our issues should be. Well, what we need is for our politicians to once again listen to us and find out what is important to rural people. My promise in this campaign is that I will always show up, listen, and learn so that I can take our concerns to the legislature. I believe we will get smarter as a state when we listen to our rural people. We also must make sure that there is someone in the room of power to passionately but respectfully talk to our needs. As a leader, I've worked for 9 years in government and the not-for-profit sector, had over 19 years experience in the CGMP-regulated biopharmaceutical industry, and most recently have been a small business owner and social purpose entrepreneur. My legislative priorities are to protect the environment, ensure affordable access to quality health care in our communities, expand access to mental health services, and the creation of new living wage jobs from clean energy and other innovative endeavors. I'm running on the responsible community values of hard work, caring for our environment and each other, and most importantly, fairness, that are all embedded in the fabric of rural culture. And if you support these values, I hope you will vote Deborah Chang for Assembly District 39. Thank you for your time.